what's up guys, Lex here, and today I just wanted to talk to you about Fire Pro Wrestling World. Now I put out a couple videos on it before it came out, and then I just kind of disappeared after that. That's for three reasons. Number one, I've been playing the game. I've put over 40 hours into the game now, and yeah, I mean that's not a ton compared to a lot of my friends that I have seen play it. A lot of people have over 100 hours or close to 200 hours into the game already. But I played it for 40 hours, then I went back to Fire Pro Returns because that's where my eFed is stored. So I played a bit of that to kind of compare it, I guess, just kind of side by side. And then the third reason is I've been reflecting on Fire Pro World. I haven't played it in the past few days. Given myself some time to really assess where the game is and how it goes forward from here. Now, first and foremost, I want to say that overall I am pleased with the game. It is definitely a Fire Pro game. It is not that Avatar stuff that we got on Xbox 360. It is a Fire Pro game. So if this is your first Fire Pro in the series, you are definitely getting that Fire Pro experience. Although it isn't the full Fire Pro experience because this is early access and there are things missing, things that are bugged, things that are getting fixed all the time. So I just wanted to put it out there, I like the game. But I do have some issues with it that I wanted to address in this video, and hopefully they get fixed going forward, or adjusted, or redesigned, whatever it may be. It is early access, and that's the great thing. This isn't the full game yet, and we can give our feedback to the developers there at Spike Chunsoft. So I also said that I was going to be putting out videos addressing logic, teaching you how to build original edits from scratch, appearances, movesets, logic, all that kind of stuff. And I still plan to do that. I haven't done it yet though because frankly the game keeps changing and I don't want to make a video and have it be obsolete the next week because they've changed something in the game, like the finishers and signature situation. In Fire Pro Returns it was finisher and signature moves. Then in World it was favorites and signature move, which was then the finisher, and they just changed it all back. So it's going back and forth, back and forth. I don't want to make a video talking about something like a signature move and have people confuse it with a finisher move or whatever it may be, and have them change it over and over again. So that's one of the reasons that I haven't put out any videos. I still plan to, but they might not be coming for maybe a month or two. So one of my first big problems with this game is that the ring edit is not where it was in Fire Pro Returns. So in Fire Pro Returns you could put your own logo in the middle of a ring, you could change the colors to whatever you want, and change all the pieces to whatever you want to. In Fire Pro World you can do that, but they don't allow you to select your colors outside of like 8 preset colors. And I've got to say that really kills it for me wanting to build my own ring. I mean it's not a huge deal, but when I'm setting up my eFed I want things to be like good from the start. And I don't want to have to deal with using colors that they handpick for me and really don't give me much of a choice, because Fire Pro is about customization, it is about choice. And so that being lacking in the game was a little surprising to me, even though this is early access. And even though I don't really use the belt system in the game, the same goes for the belts. You can only choose from preset colors, which is very odd. In Wrestler Edit mode, you can actually choose from a whole menu or a map of colors, and you can just drag and pick your color and change the shading and change the shine on it and all that kind of stuff. So it was very weird to not have that in the ring edit mode. My second issue with the game is just all the AI problems that have happened so far. It's hard to program the logic of an edit when they won't do certain moves just because of a bug or what have you. And that's another reason I didn't want to do any logic videos yet, because it sounds like there's quite a bit of the game that's kind of wonky when it comes to AI so far. And not only that, but we don't have AI for strike exchanges, for some of the new features in the game. So to me that's a little strange, and I just wanted to hold off on that. But that's something that I think will get fixed. That's something I'm not too worried about. let's talk about the workshop, which is probably the biggest new feature of this Fire Pro, because now people can download edits really easily just off the workshop. All you have to do is push the subscribe, the green plus button on there. It's really simple to do. The problem with the workshop is that there's really a mix of quality on the workshop. It's like a minefield because you don't know which edit's going to have logic or a moveset. Sometimes they list it, yes, this has a moveset and logic, but it's done really poorly or it's not done at all. So you just don't know what you're getting when you download an edit until you actually look at them in the game. And of course, downloading edits requires you to restart the game and all that kind of stuff, so it's kind of a hassle to do all that. So it's a mixed bag. Me personally, I've uploaded a couple of edits so far, and I really like that I can get the feedback of who's downloading it. People can leave comments on it. People can, rate it and all that kind of stuff. That's really cool for edit makers as well. Unfortunately, there's no real copyright protection, and copyright is not the correct word, but there's no protection against people just downloading edits and changing this, that, maybe very small things and re-uploading it as their own. And to me, that's really bad, because a guy could, or a girl, or whoever could spend 2-3 hours on an edit, maybe even longer, upload it, and have it be highly praised and everything, but someone just goes and steals it and changes like a move or something like that and say this is the better version. To me that really sucks. I guess that's just the way it goes though. I don't think there's anything they can do to change that, but that's just one of my complaints, I guess, about the workshop. But it seems like everybody's having a good time with the workshop, because I think there's by now like close to 10,000 edits on there. And people are just making real life people, they're making fictional people. It's crazy, and I'm glad to see, even though that's not how I play personally. I make fictional edits, but they're not really crazy or anyone based in real life like Bob Ross or something like that. It's not how I play, but I'm glad that people can download this game and find a good way to entertain themselves with the edit feature, even if it's them making it or them downloading it and having fantasy matches. That's what Fire Pro at the heart of things is really all about. And when I first discovered it back in 2007 on YouTube, I think the first match I saw was like Ronald McDonald versus The Undertaker or something like that. So it is the true spirit of Fire Pro to just make whatever you want and sim stuff and see who wins. Now, full disclosure, I have not touched the online mode because I'm not an online guy in really any game, so it's just not for me. I wouldn't have anything good to say about it probably anyway, but if that's there, it seems to be working okay. There are some bugs with it, and of course it's not fully fledged yet, but I have some friends who have simmed against each other in online mode, and that actually sounds pretty cool. So if that's your thing, go ahead and go for it, I guess. The big controversy, of course, is mission mode, because the new moves in the game, or at least some of them, are locked behind this mission mode. There's 50 missions that you have to basically run through, and I found it pretty fun. Frustrating at times, yes, but it's good practice. It's a good way to learn how to play the game if you want to play Fire Pro, because they put you in different situations and they say, here's some guidelines, but figure it out for yourself on how to do it. And I think that's kind of the magic of Fire Pro. So mission mode, I understand the frustration of people saying, I don't want my stuff locked from the get-go. I understand that, but I also understand Spike Chunsoft needing something there to actually play, so that some people don't feel robbed when they pay $20 and it's just a creation suite for you to make your own stuff or download off the workshop. But if you actually want to play the game, mission mode is actually a cool alternative. I'm more of a guy who likes to create and sim, but even I had fun with mission mode. So I've watched a few of their streams, their developer streams, about what they want to do in the future and all that kind of stuff. The things that I'm really worried about right now are the ring edit, the wrestler edit, adding more parts and moves, even though there's just a ton of stuff to go in and play around with right now. And yeah, by the way, I'm having fun with actually making edits and stuff like that. I have to get used to it coming from Returns, because I played Returns for so long. I've made hundreds of edits in Returns, and Now I'm going over to World, and it's quite different too, but I think I'm starting to get the hang of it now. What I really want to see in this game is a promoter mode though. I want to be able to run a promotion or several promotions against each other and have to deal with contracts and money and attendance and injuries and stuff like that. I really want that kind of stuff to help me play the game outside of doing my eFed stuff, because I love doing my eFed stuff and everything like that, and I have a lot of systems in place, random generators and incident generators and stuff like that that I use for my eFed, but to have that kind of stuff in game would be huge. It would be a lot of fun to play, and I might not ever stop playing Fire Pro if that's the case, which is probably good for them. Sales seem to have done pretty well for them. I think it's about 20,000 copies sold so far, which isn't a great number for most games, but this is Fire Pro Wrestling on early access, and I think the game's generated a lot of buzz. It was a top seller for a couple of days. It's definitely died down a little bit, but I think people played it and just kind of, I don't know, like, they kind of got the childhood magic of Fire Pro, of how this doesn't look great, it doesn't look like 3D models or anything like that, but man, is it fun to create, is it fun to just see who's gonna win, and it's just fun to play as well. It's kind of an arcade simulation wrestling game. There's really not much like it out there, if anything at all. So Fire Pro World on Steam is out there. You can get it for $20 right now in early access. It's no doubt going to go up in price once the full game releases, so if you're even remotely interested in it, it's smart to pick it up now, check it out, try it out, and even if it doesn't have everything there for you right now, it likely will come the final version. Anyway, more Fire Pro videos are coming eventually. I don't know exactly when, but I want to thank you for watching. If you liked the vid, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It shares it around. We need to spread Fire Pro as much as we possibly can. Until next time, I'm Lex. I'll catch you guys later.